It doesn't happen often enough. I'm talking about a day when it all comes together. The time of the year, the conditions, everything is perfect. Of course, every day on the water can be considered a good day, but some are really special. Today, I'm going to show you what I mean as I travel to Mullet Lake in northern Michigan on this week's edition of Steele's Reel in the Outdoors. I'm Joe Thomas. For over 25 years, I've made my living with a rod and reel. And today, more than ever, I'm still fascinated by the people and the places that make fishing a uniquely American pursuit. What you're about to see is real. This is Steele's Reel in the Outdoors.
Steele's Reel in the Outdoors with Joe Thomas is brought to you by Stihl. Are you ready for a Stihl?
Oh, you got my nuts too. Oh yeah, baby.
Joe, we're gonna head over just to the left of this little island right here.
The one off the point there?
Yep.
I can do that.
Lot of rock. We don't want to get right up tight to it. We want to stay about
shut down
300-400 yards to the left of it.
All right, you got it. Hi, I'm Joe Thomas, and welcome to Steele's Reel in the Outdoors. Now, if you've never heard of Mullet Lake in Indian River, Michigan, you're probably not alone. It's part of the inland waterway that connects Lake Huron to Lake Michigan and has some of the biggest smallmouths anywhere in the world. Today, I'm going to head out to Mullet Lake with Great Lakes bass guide Gerry Gostenik. I've done shows with Gerry before on the Great Lakes. He's one of the best, and he's fun to fish with.
Good one?
Corked it, yeah, baby.
Nice.
It didn't take long.
Ain't seen him yet.
I can tell you it's a nice one. My first smallie of the year, baby. Oh, yeah.
Give you a hand with him.
I'll get him. Go ahead.
Got
Make a cast, yeah. Look at that big sucker down there in that clear water. I love it. Oh, yeah. What a toad. What a toad, Gerry.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Joe, believe it or not, that ain't a big one here.
Oh, I tell you, I'm loving it right now. I'm here today with Gerry Gostenik, and you've seen me and Gerry fishing the Great Lakes a lot. Well, today we're on Mullet Lake. It's kind of a sleeper. It's known for giant smallmouths, and we're here at the right time. How cool a start is that? I got him right on the trailer hook. Got that trailer hook pointed down.
Nice.
Look at that, just a chunk.
Nice little chunk.
Just a chunk, yeah. My first smallie of the year. I was so jacked to get to come up here. Look at that, awesome, man. I say this lake's a sleeper, but I mean, if you're into smallmouth bass fishing, you've heard of Burt and Mullet Lakes. But Gerry, this thing doesn't get the fishing pressure, does it?
Joe, it doesn't get the fishing pressure that St. Clair or that does, but you know, it also doesn't have the, it's a great fishery, but it's not a numbers lake. It's more of a trophy lake. Some of the biggest fish in the state come from, you know, this chain of lakes, the Burt Mullet chain. But, you know, we're 250, 280 miles north of Detroit, and it's a long drive up here, especially when you have great fishing that close to home. So I try to spend about 10 days a year up here, and as you can see, it's just a beautiful, beautiful, tailor-made smallmouth lake.
Pristine water, clear.
You can see the bottom in 20 feet.
Oh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Well, you called that, baby. You called that. You can see that bed down there. Look at the size of that.
Hand with that guy, Joe?
Oh, I get it. I got it, baby. Awesome, nice fish. He came right up off of that deal, didn't he? Can't get my hand in his mouth, I think. I'm gonna try and lose him for you, Gerry. Look at that one. Wow, what a fish. What a fish. Golly, ain't he beautiful?
What do you think, 4?
Oh yeah, easy, easy. Not here.
Yeah, I see it.
Can you get it? Cool, awesome. This place is so good. This time of year, you can really get away with just a few baits. We got the jerk bait, which is always a staple for me here. I like the big chartreuse bladed spinnerbait. I call it the chartreuse bomb, and it really draws them to the surface a lot of time, right around that pre-spawn, post-spawn. And then you've always got to have a tube bait. That little tube bait rigged up on a 1/4 ounce head, and it's a good follow-up bait, or just if you see one that comes off a bed and doesn't eat, you pitch back on it. 3 basic lures.
Which bed is it in? This one?
Right here, right there, see him?
All right.
Flared on the bait one time.
Let me have a little try at him here. No. Look at that.
He's flared. I got it. Giant. It's a daggone giant, Gerry. Oh my gracious, what a fish. Are you gonna tell me not to break him off?
Don't break him off.
Look at this fish. Look at this fish.
Yeah, I mean, mean, they're deceiving.
Oh, I know, this fish
hasn't
even started yet. It's big. Oh, yeah. It's hooked right in the top of the mouth. Look at that sucker.
It's a 5.
Oh yeah, it's a 5-pound smallmouth all day long, any lake you go to.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable. Look at that. This, you know, this whole chain of lakes is just famous for this. I mean, that's what it's famous for. And these fish are really just, you know, Gerry was telling us they're just starting to move up. It's been a late spring, and we're seeing a lot of cruising fish.
Fish that haven't moved up yet.
And we got in this one little patch, and there's like 3 of them bedding here, and they're all big like this big old porky pig. Look at that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a great fish. What an awesome fish. Look at that big old thing. And it's just beginning. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Gerry, what are you thinking, man? That's awesome.
Steele's Reel in the Outdoors with Joe Thomas is brought to you by Steele. Are you ready for a Steele?
So for most 2-cycle engines, you set the switch to on, set the choke, prime it, then you pull the cord.
Cool, thanks.
Okay, sir, I got it all figured out. You gotta switch it to on, pull the choke. What?
When you're ready for outdoor power equipment, assembled, sold, and serviced by real experts, you're ready for a Steele.
It's more than a mystique. It's a tradition. And now the Browning tradition is setting a new standard in performance eyewear. Introducing the Browning Elite and armor-coated sunglasses, featuring advanced polarization, the finest components, and optimal eye protection from the name you know and trust. Browning, perfect for your next outdoor pursuit.
Hey, check out Browning's Elite and armor-coated sunglasses at Bass Pro Shops and other fine outdoor retailers.
So how important is whispering?
I don't know. It's just your natural reaction.
I just want to make sure, because if it's like a smallmouth thing, if it's like a special Mullet Lake thing where you gotta whisper when you see them, I'll do it.
Fishing for giant smallmouth bass is definitely a passion of mine. And the seasonal pattern for that time of the year, which is early June on Mullet Lake, would be the post-spawn, where the fish are starting to hit topwater baits, maybe jerk baits, sometimes soft plastics. But when we got there, the spring was running really late, and the water temperatures were a little cooler than normal, and we got to see something really special. Giant smallmouths moving in literally in waves for the initial spawn. Giant brown smallmouth bass. Oh yeah, that's me.
You're gonna bite it right here.
Got him. How cool is that? Nice one too, baby. It's just fun. I mean, I don't care what you think about smallmouth fishing, about bed fishing. It's catch and release, and we're just having a good time up on these flats. This is like saltwater flats fishing. I mean, we're looking at them. Let me get my thumb in his mouth. Come on, right here. Look at that, just chunkers. You got it. So cool. It's only a matter of time we're gonna see.
Good solid 3-pounder.
Oh yeah, it's only a matter of time we're gonna see King Dad too. Mac Grande. This is fun.
Good deal, bud. Next one's mine.
Yes, it is. Unless it's really big.
How about this one right here?
Oh. See one?
Oh yeah.
Big one? Oh
See
baby,
right there?
that's what I'm talking about. Whoa, yeah, nice, nice. Nice fish. Little soft plastic bait did the number, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It's just barely hooked in. Come on, baby. He's not done. Like, I don't want that big old ugly guy getting a hold of me. Look at
at that.
Nice one.
Beautiful 4-pound fish. Look, a bait just fell out of his mouth. Look at that. Right there.
Nice.
How cool is that? Would you like me to put him back for you, sir?
Drop him in,
Little bump.
buddy.
That's right. It's really starting to look like these fish are just pulling up. That water's hitting like 63, 64 degrees. So what Gerry and I are doing, we're kind of staying in that transition where it goes from sand to maybe a little bit of scattered rock and gravel, which is what they like to spawn around, 6 to 8 feet. And we're using reaction baits. He's using a fluke type bait, I'm using a Lucky Craft pointer, and we're trying to draw these fish off the bottom. You can't see real good because there's a little bit of an algae bloom, so when they aggress on the bait, they show themselves, and we just back off and catch, use a little soft plastic stick bait like he's using, or a tube to catch them. And that's textbook, largemouths or smallmouths. If you can get them to show themselves, then you can go back in and really work on them, and that's what it's taken. They're not hitting the bait, but they're showing themselves. That's key. Oh, that's a big old fish right there, man. I bet I know what's going to go in there next.
Go ahead, take him. See, he won't bite the reaction bait. This is a good one.
Is there 2 fish on that bait?
No.
Got him.
Good one. Beautiful.
Well, you teed that. Oh, that's a nice fish, man. You teed that one up just perfect, didn't you?
Yeah. He wouldn't look at the fluke.
I know. Well, he kind of just aggressed on it, but that tube, man, anything on the bottom, that's a big old fish right there. Anything on the bottom.
Not a giant, but he's,
Yeah.
close to 4.
Yeah, oh, he's at least that, yeah. I mean, every one we're catching is in that category or better. A great fish. It's got to be real easy. You got an 8-pound line. Fighting. This is like heaven on earth right here. If you can't imagine. It's like it's like bone fishing or something, because you're looking at them. It makes it twice as much fun. What a great fish.
Open your mouth,
What a
buddy.
great. He's hooked good. Look at that pig. What a pig.
That fish closer to 5 than you think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just a chunk, just solid, like brick solid. That's the other thing about smallies I love so much is, largemouths, they're kind of like mushy, and nothing against largemouths, I like them. But these suckers are just like rock, solid muscle, and that's why they weigh so much more. What a gorgeous fish. Thank you, brother, for teeing me up on that
No problem.
one. Awesome. Unbelievable.
I got a feeling it's going to be like that the rest of the day here.
I love this because, it's total catch and release what we're doing. We're catching them and we're putting them right back, and they're guarding the beds immediately. There's not any gobies or anything gonna have time to pilfer the beds. It's not like, we're hauling them away.
No.
So, that's why catch and release season in Michigan is so beautiful. It's
Right.
perfect.
And we've only had it instituted for about 5 years now. It gives the anglers an opportunity to, fish for bass during the pre-spawn and spawn when the fishing's great.
And you couldn't have done it before.
Legally, we couldn't do it before, so it's been great for the state. And despite what people might think, the tournament weights have gone up and up and up and up. We've seen the increase in the populations, and we've got great fishing here in this state.
No doubt.
Steele's Reel in the Outdoors with Joe Thomas is presented in part by American Modern Insurance Group.
I spend a lot of time in my bass boat, but I don't live in it. So why would I want to insure my boat with my homeowner's policy? Today's bass boats are more specialized than ever. We've got a lot invested in our rigs. That's why I depend on American Modern to get me back on the water, and why 97% of their customers would recommend American Modern Insurance to their family and friends, just like I'm doing right now. For a free quote on boat insurance, call 1-866-484-BOAT or go to AmericanBoatQuote.com. It's pretty simple, really. The first step to enjoying the great outdoors is getting there. And the simplest way to do that is CarryAutomotive.com. At CarryAutomotive.com, we not only know towing capacity and torque, more importantly, we know why you want to get out there, because we're outdoorsmen too. That's why we make it easy for you to save on this, so you'll have more left over to enjoy this. Gerry Automotive, my dealership for my outdoor lifestyle. There's a big one right there, though. Bigger. Oh, dude, there's a giant right here. A giant. Did you ever see it?
Joe, isn't it mine?
Oh, come on, dude. That's a giant, dude. Oh, it's a monster.
Let's back off of it.
I'm trying. That's mine. That's mine. The giant ones. I'm going to catch the giant ones. He's got it. Look at that one. Yeah, baby. This place is covered with them. Just covered with them. Oh man, what a fish. He's hooked, he's pinned too. Just take your time. What a, look at this.
4-pounder.
Oh shoot. Every bit. He's bigger than that. He can be 4 pounds all day long, it won't matter. Look at that pig. What a great fish.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable, man. Okay, we're taking turns. That's what we're doing.
Okay, you're next. You're next.
Oh man. I mean, it's just like, I'm addicted to smallmouth fishing, but this stuff, this is kind of unique. It's a little window of opportunity you get to come and catch fish like that. It's just crazy. And when they're on the beds, it's awesome. Okay, he's got it.
No.
I just like to see him try.
Little booger.
Oh, you little sorry sucker. Go ahead. He just see him come up and get it? Got it. Got it. Oh my gosh.
It was in his mouth.
The whole time.
I have not felt him one time. You think it's the first time I did this?
Oh, you little sucker. This has become a daggone thing now. You think it's easy. Got it? Oh
I never felt him.
well, you know what? I believe you.
That's what he looks like. Actually, a good fish.
Yeah. I think we tore his dentures out. Unbelievable. Nice fish, man. Look at that
A
sucker.
lot bigger than he looked
Yeah,
down
man.
there.
He didn't look that big down on the bottom as we were playing volleyball with him.
That's a 3-pounder.
Yeah, it is. Crazy. Look at that gorgeous. Look at me. Look at that, right back to the bed. Not 10 seconds, back to the bed. That just goes to show you right there, Gerry and I have caught hundreds of spawning smallmouth, and that one made us look like an idiot. And we never felt the bite. We were literally watching it every time. It'd have the bait in its mouth. We'd set the hook and it'd spit it out until we finally, got it. But it's challenging. It's fun. It's challenging. It's visual. Little kids love this. It's awesome for little kids. Get them excited about bass fishing. Let them see the fish eat the bait. That's cool. He's all over the place down there, isn't he? Oh, it's a giant. That is a giant. Way bigger than we thought, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was about a 2-pounder.
That's a monster there, buddy. That's what you come to Mullet Lake for right there. And we barely saw that fish. I mean, literally barely saw it.
He wouldn't chase anything either.
No, that's a giant bass. Monster. Man, that's a pig, Jer.
Wow, is he strong.
Yeah, he's just a big fish, man.
Wow.
Big old
I
fish.
mean, that fish is pulling.
Watch his poles. I got the poles down, so if he gets back there, tell me I'll raise him. Look at the size of that sucker. Come on. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? I can't see your line.
Still fighting.
Yeah, look out.
Good one. Way bigger than he looked down there.
Look at that. That is what you come to northern Michigan for. That is what you come to Mullet Lake for.
Beautiful fish.
I'm telling you, as good as it gets, Mullet Lake. Unbelievable. That's just outstanding. Look at that.
That's a heavy fish
Oh,
too.
that's
easily.
a giant fish, just a giant bass. That's a fish of a lifetime right there. Look at that. Yeah, baby. If that's not enough to keep you hanging around, I think there's like a ladies bowling tournament on another channel. Check it out. I'll be back.
Steele's Reel in the Outdoors is presented by Seraphim Ranch.
Real McCoy Outfitters and Seraphim Ranch. It's where I'll be hunting this fall. Will you? Confidence. It comes with a firm belief in the one bait you rely on to get the job done. If you're still looking for your confidence bait, then try mine. Introducing the new Joe Thomas Platinum Series swim jig from Arky. Whether it's a conventional jig, a football head, or my new Platinum Series swim jig, Arky's been the innovator in bass jigs for over 40 years. So grab an Arky jig today at Walmart or any other fine fishing tackle retailer. Arky, it's the jig fish love to bite. This is Billy Chapman Jr.'s Anglers Inn International. Good job, man.
Hello, my name is Billy Chapman Jr., owner and founder of Anglers Inn International. Let us show you our world. Just give us a call, 1-800-GOTA-FISH, for more information.
Hey, welcome back to Steele's Reel in the Outdoors. I knew you'd pick this over ladies bowling. The smallmouths are still biting, and Gerry and I are trying to figure out how to target the big ones. I mean, we've got 3 and 4 pounders everywhere, but when you got 6 pounders on the bed, you fish for them. But sometimes you gotta have a technique to be able to size those fish up while they're still in the water, and that's this week's tip.
Reel Tactics are presented by Lucky Craft, makers of the Joe Thomas Signature Series, available exclusively at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Anytime the smallmouths are in that full-on spawn stage like they were today on Mullet Lake, it's important to be able to go in, see them on the bed, and actually catch them, because they're not going to eat a reaction bait, or at least most of them won't. But what they will do is those big ones on the deep beds will show themselves to a reaction bait. We used a pink fluke and a jerk bait to get those big bass to come up and roll to where we could go in and determine where the bed was and actually set down and fish for them. That's the key thing. So anytime you have a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of chop, or you're fishing those really deep beds trying to find those bigger fish, use the fluke and use the jerk bait to get them to show themselves, and then you can go in and work on them.
He's looking at it, Joe. Oh, dude.
I got him.
Nice one.
I got him. It's a
Big
giant.
one.
It's a giant,
Big
Gerry. Gerry, it's a
I
giant.
see it. I'll give you a hand, bud.
That fish wasn't on the bed. He was just
No,
cruising his
pre-spawn.
flat. Yep. Oh, it's a monster. Oh, it's so big, buddy. He didn't even know he's hooked yet, I don't think.
Tank.
Oh, it's a giant. I mean, absolute giant. Pre-spawn, they don't get any fatter.
He's just out on the sand here.
Come on, get underneath that boat. Easy. Hang on.
Dude, look.
Unbelievable. Look
at that thing. Nice.
Dude, that was awesome.
The belly on him.
Look at this fish. I just want to tell you, this place is what smallmouth dreams are made of, man. Got to give it to you there. Giant smallmouths all day long from beginning to end. We hit the spawn dead on the numbers. Textbook spawn fishing. You got to come to Michigan. You got to try it, and if you're smart, you'll call this guy. I'm Joe Thomas. We'll see you next week on Steele's Reel in the Outdoors. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh, what a pig.
Nice
What a
job
pig.
spotting him.
Steele's Reel in the Outdoors is presented by Ranger Boats, powered by Evinrude. Spend more time on the water with an Evinrude. And by your neighborhood steel power equipment dealer. Are you ready for a steal? By American Modern Insurance Group, Browning Performance Eyewear, CarryAutomotive.com, Billy Chapman Jr.'s Anglers Inn International, Arky Lures, America's original bass jig, and Dixie Marine. To find the gear used in today's episode, visit LegacyOutdoors.com and enter promo code Joe Thomas for a 10% discount and free shipping, or visit your local tackle retailer.
That's what he looks like. Actually, a good fish.
Yeah. I think we tore his dentures out. Unbelievable. Nice fish, man. Look at that
A
sucker.
lot bigger than he looked
Yeah,
down
man.
there.
He didn't look that big down on the bottom as we were playing volleyball with him.
That's a 3-pounder.
Yeah, it is.